Hello again, I'm back out in the woods and today I'm going to do a review of the Firebox Nano folding stove. The Firebox Nano is a multi-fuel stove. It folds flat. The version that I have is made of stainless steel, however it is available in titanium. I purchased the additional Cordura bag. The stove weighs 170 grams without the bag. It's 3 inches wide and 4.75 inches tall. The thickness of the stove when folded flat is only 1/4 of an inch. I'll now show you what's in the pack. So we have a Cordura bag with Velcro fastenings, very durable, and it has a buckle on here so you can strap it to your bag. The stove itself comes in a cotton bag. Here we have it in its flat form. To build a stove, all you need to do is open this, pull it open, and the floor falls down. The stove is also supplied with these 2 nano sticks. These are used when fitting a trangia stove inside the firebox. The stove has legs which can either be outwards for a larger pan, or you can face them in if you have a smaller pot to go on top, maybe something like a GSI cup or a canteen cup. So the stove, once it's sat on the ground, it's very sturdy, it's not going anywhere, and it will hold the weight of your pan on top. I did mention that this is a multi-fuel stove, so it can be used with a trangia. Now you can either just place the stove inside like that, or you can use the nano sticks, which I'll show you this now. They fit through these small holes here in the side. And then you can place the stove inside, and that will give you the mythical 1-inch sweet spot for perfect cooking. With the stove you can also manage to fit in a simmer ring if necessary. I primarily use the stove as a wood stove. I'll show you that in action now. To light the fire today, just for this demonstration, I'm just going to use a bit of wax cotton pad just to get the fire going. Place that in the stove, and then we'll just add some dry sticks. That's starting to go already. Please bear in mind, even though this is a wood stove and the fire is off the ground, it is possible for hot ash and coals to fall out of the bottom, and this could ignite if the ground is very dry. The fire's coming along very nicely now, so I could put my pot on, start boiling water, or cooking if I wanted to. As you can see, the fire's coming on really well. I've hardly put any wood on at all, but you could just keep feeding wood underneath your pan and through the top. The stove has another really cool feature. There's 2 slots at either side, so you are able to feed long sticks inside, like so. They're set at different heights, so you can cross over the sticks, which I'll show you now. And then as the sticks start to burn away, you just feed them further in. So no need to break all of your sticks down into small pieces. I've not really timed it because I'm never in a rush, but to bring about half a litre of water to the boil will probably take about 5 minutes using one of these stoves. You've seen the fire raging, which is perfect if you want to boil water, but maybe if you want to cook something that's a little bit more delicate, maybe simmer some soup or something like that, you can let the fire die down, and then you can alter the temperature just by adding small sticks, which will bring a flame until you get it at the temperature that you want. The Firebox stove is a very efficient stove. I'll let the fire burn down now and I'll show you that there's very limited ash left over. The wood's starting to burn down now. Just a few coals left. Right, I'm just going to empty these last few coals out now so I can get the stove cooled down and packed away. As you can see, there's very little ash there. What I'm going to do is just flatten it down and then scatter it. Let it cool down. The stove is cold to the touch on these bits, but they're still quite warm. So I'll leave it 5 minutes and then I'll pack the stove away. It's been about 5 minutes now. I've cleared away any residue of ash and covered it over with leaves. The stove is still a little bit warm, but I can quite easily touch it. I'm just going to show you how I pack away the stove. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold the centre up like so, and then you want to look for the panel that has got the words Firebox written on it. You then put the nano sticks to the right hand side of that panel, push them over to the end, and then when you fold the stove closed, it locks the nano sticks in place. They can't go anywhere. Then all I'll do is I straighten up the legs, put it back in the cotton sack, and then back into the cord drawer bag. And that's it, the Firebox Nano folding stove. So there we have it, the Firebox Nano folding stove. It's a multi-fuel stove, perfect if you use a trangia as well as wanting the option to have a small fire. It's very lightweight, you don't even notice it in your pack, it's well worth taking with you. I recommend you check out Firebox Stoves YouTube channel. Steve, the guy who designed the Firebox Nano, he's got a really good channel. He shows you all the things that you can do with these stoves. You can cook steak, you can bake cakes, loaves of bread. It's a fantastic piece of kit, very versatile. They also do a larger Firebox stove. They're 5-inch Firebox. I haven't got one of those, but they look a really good piece of kit also. So maybe if you're looking for something that's a little bit bigger, check out the Firebox 5-inch stove. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and there'll be another video out on Sunday.